Hey guys, NW Order for Life here with Akame ga Kill episode 11 review. This is a really good episode, a lot of action. Dr. Stylish and his forces are attacking Night Raid's headquarters. And first we see Leone starts us off with getting attacked. She's coming out of the building. She's sleepy. Everybody's been drunk. They've been partying for Tatsumi welcome home. And she gets attacked at a pond or in the water, whatever, by some guy with pointy ears and a knife. And then we see Dr. Stylish with his team. He's got like two just scout-like guys with him. They look built up and everything, but you can tell they're just fodder. They're just chilling next to him. Then there's this girl with giant ears, and she's really important because she's telling him everything that's going on in the battlefield with her hearing. And then we see Lubbock. Uh, he's running through the house, hearing the attack or whatever, and then this soldier jumps through the window and he attacks Lubbock, and Lubbock tries to kill him with the strings around the neck, and the guy twists his neck like all the way around and still tries to stab Lubbock, and then he shows that he can use his tegu with the strings to create armor around him, so the knife stab only cut the string and didn't hurt him at all. And then what he did was he turned his strings into a spear. He fastened them into a spear and threw it and impaled the guy right through the chest. Now these assassins that are attacking Night Raid are Dr. Stylish's like handmade men. Like he took prisoners or thieves or whatever, and he just like remodeled their bodies and made them stronger and ridiculously versatile to the point where some can even just twist their neck all around. So these guys are like human experiments. And Dr. Stylish, well, before that, Lubbock starts getting, a bunch of these man-made or artificial human things. They're not artificial humans. These human monster things, these above man-made soldiers. They're not man-made. They're modified. I keep forgetting the word. The modified soldiers. These modified soldiers are coming through the windows in packs, and Lubbock is running because he's like, I don't do more than one guy at a time. Like he only kills one person at a time, and he's running away because he's scared. And Akame appears before him, and she slices them all in one shot. And they're all dead. They're all gone. And then we see this guy Toby appear, and Toby wants to have a duel with Akame, and Akame cuts him, but the Murasame has no effect on him. And she mentions that he has a Tegu, but we don't really know what kind of Tegu he has. Then we see Tatsumi jumps out of, he gets up, jumps out, and fights a group of these man-made soldiers, and they modified soldiers, and they all pretty much get beat back by Tatsumi with his strength and speed. He beats them back pretty easily. And this guy appears known as Kaku-san, and he's using Shale's scissors from, the Night Raid member Shale died, and they took her Tegu. He's using it. Using that scissors, he cuts Tatsumi's armor because Tatsumi's in a rage, and he went at him like crazy because that's Shale's and makes him think of her and how dare he use her weapon. And so he's able to cut Tatsumi's armor, not his arm or anything, just his armor. And then we see Mine appear, and Mine is basically going to help Tatsumi fight this guy off, and this guy's all cocky, and he's like, no way, I'll just cut you up and to pieces, and that'll be it. And then as he's going to attack Mine, she uses her pumpkin Tegu, which is called pumpkin, and she shoots him with this gigantic laser blast. And this guy's flying towards her, and he's like, no way, my body's modified, these bullets or whatever gun you use will just bounce right off me. But she uses this gigantic blast looking like a laser right from her Tegu, and he's like, you see his skin melt away, and you see his skeleton, and you see the skeleton break and turn into ashes. Like, he is gone, destroyed, and the Tegu of Shales is left behind. and Mine kind of, just remembers Shield for a second and goes over to her Tegu and says, "Welcome home," or something to that effect. And after that, we see Najenda. Najenda, the leader of Night Raid. The first time I think I'm mentioning her by name, but Najenda is flying on a big manta ray, and this manta ray, uh, Dr. Stylish and his men see that, and on the manta ray is two new recruits to Night Raid that she went to the headquarters to get, the revolutionary headquarters. And so Akame, going back to Akame and Toby's fight, we see that Akame is slicing off his arm, and Toby just shrugs it off because he doesn't feel pain. Apparently, he doesn't feel any pain, and he protrudes like a metal blade out of his arm socket. And then when he gets the other arm cut off, he protrudes a gun out of that one. But no matter what he does, Akame is dodging him easily, and she's cutting him. And while he's attacking, he's not paying attention. He's too careless. And Lubbock is able to strike him a deadly blow from behind through the chest with the spear made of his strings. And so because of that, Toby kind of admits defeat and says, "Just tell me, Akame, even if it was 1-on-1, I think I was going to lose anyway. Tell me, why was it I was losing?" And she says, "Because your defense is, because you don't think about your defense, so you were careless." And I guess he's not thinking about his defense because, well, he says it himself. He says it must not be good to not feel pain, because not feeling pain makes him careless and not defensive. And so she cuts off his head like that, and he's dead. So he's gone. The only reason he was able to not die before that was because his body was so artificial. I guess it wasn't connected to his organs or something of that nature, so the poison couldn't kill him from Murasame. So she didn't need the poison to kill him. She just lopped off his head, and that was it. He's dead. Now we see Mine uses her scope to see that Najenda is on the manta ray, the danger beast, and we see that there's a guy in shadows ready to kill her, and it's the knife guy that stabbed Leone before at the pond. And just as he's about to, strike Mine from behind, Leone attacks him from behind in midair, and she's pissed off because she's recovered from her damage, and she says she almost died, and she's upset, and she said, "Nobody attacked me from behind." And she chokes the guy, lifts him up and chokes him by the neck, and he tries to knife her in the face, and she catches it with her teeth. And by catching it with her teeth, she shows she's such a badass and strong, and she slams him to the ground, and pretty much, I think, instantly killing him there from the impact. I don't think he was just knocked out. I think he was killed. But now Dr. Stylish knows that all his men have pretty much failed, and what happens is he puts out this poison that paralyzes Night Raid, except for Tatsumi, because Tatsumi is in Incursio, and Incursio blocks out the poison. So he's got his last remaining group of fodder modified human soldier guys around Night Raid. Night Raid is in a circle. They can't move except for Tatsumi. And then all of a sudden, this guy jumps down from the manta ray, and this guy, his name is Susano. Susano is told by his master Najenda that the boss of Night Raid to eliminate all enemies, and he takes out this staff, like a big bow staff kind of thing, one arm. It has this drum kind of say ending or coating. It looks like a drum, like a metal, like a drum of metal or something on the stick, and the metal, it becomes like these spinning blades. It protrudes out of it and spins metal blades, and he just, with one slice, just slices up the entire half of the circle of enemies, obliterates them, and then with the other slice obliterates the other half of the circle, and Night Raid is completely safe. And then Najenda orders him to go, and Najenda uses her binoculars on the danger beast to find out where Stylish is. She orders him to go kill all remaining enemies, Susano, and Susano gets there instantly by using the manta ray. I think he jumps up and gets on the manta ray and then jumps back down. I think that's what happened. It might have been that he did it with his legs, but I don't know if he has that ability to leap like that high. But Susano is, you know, figured out by Dr. Stylish, like during that whole thing, that Susano is. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one part. Dr. Stylish tried to blow up Susano after he killed um, Dr. Stylish's men. Stylish set off bombs and tried to blow up Susano, and you see Susano regenerate. And then Dr. Stylish says, "Oh, he's an organism type, and that means that poison won't affect him, and that I can't kill him unless I destroy his core." Just like Koro, you know, Siryu's dog, Koro. So he's that kind of a Tegu, except he's a human. And so Susano gets to Stylish and his men, and Stylish immediately injects himself with a drug that turns himself into a danger beast. And he does this because nobody he had left could handle Susano. And so Stylish becomes this big danger beast, monster kind of thing. He eats his remaining men, including the ear girl. Everybody's eaten. And he gets really big and he tries to, you know, to kill Susano. Susano dodges really well, but he can't. Susano can't pierce his skin. So Tatsumi is the only one able to move among the other Night Raid members, and he grabs, or Akame asks him to take her to go to where the fight is with Stylish because she can't move too well. So he puts Akame on her back and he heads to help Susano fight. But Murasame can't attack. It can't attack Stylish's skin. It can't cut it. So what Stylish is he's like this giant danger beast, but at like the top of the danger beast is like a protrusion in the skin where Stylish's human body is. So that's like the only vulnerable point. So anyway, Stylish is fighting Tatsumi and Akame, or Tatsumi mostly, you know, trying to get in there, and Akame's just on his shoulder swinging whenever he gets close. And we see all of a sudden Mine, a laser blast, you know, hits Stylish, knocks him, you know, a little wobbly for a second, and then a second laser blast, and he knocks Stylish on the back, and we see that Mine is on the Manta, and Najenda is holding her so she can shoot. And then Tatsumi just rushes in. He dodges, you know, all of Stylish's, you know, swipes at defense. Susano helps too by blocking one of his hands. And Akame is launched right into where Stylish is in the Danger Beast body. Like, she's launched right to where his human part is. Whoosh! She slices his rib or his chest, and that was it. Stylish reflected on his life of, you know, basically just saying, why do I have to die? There's so much I had to do, you know, so much I had to experiment on, and the poison is shown just gripping his heart, and he's dead instantly. And Night Raid has successfully defended their base from Dr. Stylish's attack and all his minions. Everybody is dead that went to fight them. So yeah, and Night Raid gained 2 members, and we see at the very end that the other member on top of the Manta Ray is a girl with reddish orangish hair, and that's all we know. And Akame, Tatsumi, and Susano leave us off with a pose in the sunset. So that was the episode in a nutshell. It was really action-packed. I really enjoyed seeing Mine show how powerful she is with her lasers. Like, when she's in a pinch, her lasers, you know, unbelievably powerful, and just sniping from a distance like she was doing. She's really, really a great addition to the team. She's really important. Lubbock has great use with his strings, and he's really deadly. Tatsumi is, you know, too hot-blooded right now, but, you know, he's moving fast, and he's really giving some high-impact punches. So, you know, he's growing. And Akame is just deadly. You know, and she can cut you, most likely you're dead. And if you're not dead, in the rare case like Toby, then she can just slice you up and cut your head off. So, you know, strong showing from Night Raid. Leone too, you know, kill the guy just by throwing him down. Leone recovering from the knife guy, because when she's transformed, she recovers faster. So, you know, she's much harder to kill, and she's like a beast. You know, she keeps coming back. She's ferocious, but she's also got this healing factor. So yeah, so Night Raid looking really strong. Stylish is dead from the Jaegers, and now in the next episode, it looks like the Jaegers are going to find out and retaliate in some way. So be sure to check here for my review of that episode and other Akame Got Kill episodes and anime and manga. Be sure to rate the video and comment below what you think of the episode and what you thought about the characters. And subscribe if you like more of my videos in the future. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day. Oh, 9 out of 10. Great episode. That's what I rated. 9 out of 10.